we're back here with Speaker Nancy Pelosi, fresh off the vote today in Congress. Madam Speaker, you said, and Adam Schiff also said, that you didn't have to have a vote on impeachment or formalizing it. Why did you do it? Is it because Gates wouldn't invite you to his pizza party? Why'd you do it?
Because I like my own brand of pizza. We didn't have a vote to formalize the inquiry. The vote that we took today was to present the rules of procedure.
So it's already started. This is how it's going to happen.
It has been in effect for a long time. The Constitution gives the House of Representatives that power, that authority. And I would not have a vote because it would in some way imply that you needed to have a vote. No, it is there. It exists by authority of the Constitution. And to back that up, just even last week, we had a court decision which said that that was the case. But this was not up to, it recognizes that an inquiry is going on, but to go forward, we want to have clarity about how transparent it would be, how public the hearings would be, how fair it would be to the president, and that's what happened today. You would have thought that the Republicans would all vote for it because it gave them more rights than we ever received in any of the other impeachment proceedings.
Now, none of the Republicans voted for it, and back in March you said you would go forward if it was bipartisan.
No,
Kevin McCarthy said, what's changed about that?
No, I didn't say I would go for it if it's bipartisan. I said I would hope that it would be bipartisan. But if they're not going to honor their oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, I cannot be held up by that, whether it's in the House or in the Senate.
No, what is... Let's talk about, there's a lot of talk about due process, and as you said, you laid out what the rules will be, what the processes will be. Could it be just about anything? Because we had Hillary Clinton on here a couple months ago, and she said, oh, there are no rules, you can kind of make it up as you go. Could you just do Red Rover with half the Democrats on one side and the Republicans on the other, and see how many will come running across?
It is not likely we will do that.
But it's possible.
No, in the presentation of it, there will be a definition of what the purpose of this is. And so I think the public will, again, the public interest in this is, of course, heightened by your focus on it in such a, shall we say, perceptive way over all this time. But now it is down to the Constitution of the United States. Because you might be unhappy with the president because of his cowardice to fight the gun industry, to have gun violence prevention. This is a bullet that's made to remember all of the people who have died from gun violence. This is an obsession that I have. We're not going away till we pass this. In fact, the morning that the president called me about the phone call, he started off by saying, I'm calling to give you a report on all the progress we're making on the background check legislation, which I still haven't seen what the progress is, but he knew that that would get my attention early in the morning.
Right.
And then he moved on to how perfect the call was. So we've had so much legislation that we have sent over. Gun violence background check legislation supported by 85–90% of the American people.
What are we not seeing? What are we not hearing about because all the oxygen in the room is being sucked up by impeachment?
What's funny, what's so strange about it is the leader in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, whom you acknowledged earlier,
Yes, I did acknowledge him.
He has said that he is the Grim Reaper. Imagine describing yourself as a legislator as the Grim Reaper, that everything we send over there will die in the Senate. And then in the next breath, he says, all they do is impeach. Well, we've sent him scores of bills, and they have been about gun violence prevention, where they've been for young people, climate action now, and net neutrality for women, ending violence against women, the Violence Against Women Act, equal pay for equal work, raising the minimum wage, where 2/3 of the people getting a raise from that will be women. Whether we're talking about protecting our dreamers in terms of our Promise Act in that regard, our Equality Act, ending discrimination against the LGBTQ community, just to name a few things that we have sent over. But the list goes on. And by the way, all of them very popular in the public. So we're not looking for a fight. We were looking for bringing people together, which I think is our responsibility.
We have to take one more break. Sorry about that. But if you'll stick around, we'll be right back with more Nancy Pelosi, everybody. It's a historic day.